Hello, and welcome to Around the House with Kay and Tom. And today we're going to cook some frozen chicken wings. I know I've done them before in the regular old Ninja FOOdi over here, but today we're going to be using this brand new Ninja FOOdi Deluxe, the 8 quart. And so we're just going to see what the comparison is. I bet this does just as good, if not better. So first thing I'm going to do is count me out some wings. Now we're just going to use this for an afternoon snack because I want to cook a big dinner. So I'm only going to cook about 18 of them. You know, I guess 9 a piece, maybe 16. I'll just do 16. So let me get them counted out here. Okay, now I've got my wings counted out here. Like I said, I've got 16 of them. That gives us 8 a piece. And so next thing we'll do is I got just a little bit over a cup of chicken broth left here out of this container. So I'll put it down in this Ninja FOOdi. Now, it don't matter if you get a little bit too much liquid in there. I mean, you don't want to put an abundance of too much in there. But I would never try to cook anything with less than a cup of liquid in it. Okay, now let's go pour this chicken broth right down in here. Like I said, it's just a little bit over a cup. Whatever I have left in there, this Swanson's beef broth here. I try to get to 33% less sodium when I can. Can't do it all the time. Then we'll put the crisper basket right down in here. I'm going to dump these wings down in here. Hard as a rock. Now, the next thing we're going to do is get our pressure lid here, put on here and match up your arrows right here and turn it clockwise until it locks into place. Now make sure your vent up here is turned to seal and not vent. Next thing you want to do is turn on the power. Alright. Now it's set on pressure, and it's set on 10 minutes. Now we don't want it on 10 minutes, I want it to come down to 5 minutes. So the way you do it on this new Ninja FOOdi Deluxe here, is you come over here and press the time like that, and your time will start flashing, and then you just turn your knob in the wrong direction, and down like that until it reaches wherever you want it, like the 5 minutes there. And so now, I'm just going to hit the start button here. Now as you can see, this one's a little bit different than the old one too, because you have these little lines here that run up and down instead of it chasing each other around. So, I timed it a while ago with just water in it. It took about 5 minutes, 8 minutes. So I'm going to figure this is going to be about 10 minutes, probably minimum, but I'm going to keep track so I can let you know. So while you got a chance, if you can join my channel and give me a thumbs up, I sure would appreciate it. And thank you very much to all you people that watches our videos. It means a lot to us when we see you watching our videos. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, now it's building up. It's been building up a little pressure here for about 12 minutes now, so I'm expecting that little button to pop up at any time. Right here, and they've changed the color of that thing. It's not red anymore the way it used to be. Now it's silver, or I guess chrome or white or whatever you want to call it. It's not red. Okay, now it's getting ready to pop up. It's done tried one time and it come up almost all the way and then it dropped back down a little bit, so I feel confident it's about to come up. And this took about 18 minutes for this pressurize. As a matter of fact, well, it's not finished yet because the button's not up. That sort of surprised me a little bit, but I got to realize that this one is 2 quarts bigger than the other one, you know, so yes, I should expect that. So hey, it is what it is. Okay, finally it's sealed. And I tell you what, it don't seem like too long to you because it's only been a few seconds, but to me, it's been a long time standing here waiting for that little button to come up. So anyway, now it's just like the other one because it's still got the little lights chasing each other in front, and it'll do that for a couple of minutes until it, ouch, as it's hot on top, right around that chrome spot right there. I'll just show you this little tag here. You know, you can tell it's new because it's still got the tag on it. You probably won't never see that one again. So anyway, let's see how long it takes for it to do now before it starts counting down. Okay, so I only took about 3 or 4 minutes. Well, it took about 2.5 to 3 minutes before it started to count down from the 5 minutes, and that's a little bit faster than what the other one did actually. Usually when the little red button would come up on the old one, it would take longer for it to start counting down. But this one, you know, like I said, just about 2.5 minutes tops, you know. So now all we gotta do is wait for about 4.5 minutes to go by. Now, just a word of caution. Now, I never realized that would do that, but this little chrome piece around top here, that is extremely hot. And it's going to surprise me if I don't have blisters on my little tender fingers. But anyway, that is extremely hot. Now, this is the old pressure lid, which it will fit on there. And you notice there's no metal strip running around the top. I've never noticed this to be hot before, but you know, now like this part, the black part here, that's pretty cool. Even on top, you can hold your hand up there, and that and the handle is no heat at all. Don't touch that chrome strip around through there, you're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, now we're down to 3 seconds here on this cook time. Okay, it says done. And now I like this readout. It's a good, nice readout there, and it says warm, and it's starting to count up. You know, like if you got some beef or something in here you want to have a natural release or just rest on, you just let it, you can tell exactly how long it's been resting just by watching that clock there. But I'm not going to let these wings rest because I'm ready to eat them. So, okay, now this thing has been releasing for about a little over 3 minutes since I hit that vent valve back there. And it's fixing to drop because there's no more noise coming out. I could probably wait another minute or two. And there it went. So now we're going to, now this is just like with all pressure cookers. I don't care what kind it is. When you turn this lid and you take the pressure off of it, make sure you turn it away from your face, because if you don't, that steam will come up and hit you in the face and it's not going to feel good. So pick it up like that, turn it away from your face, and hold it upside down like that. If you don't, all this water in here is going to go running on the floor. Carry it over to your sink and set it upside down, or right side up again, so it'll drain. So now, the next thing we're going to do is take these out of this pot here. Carry them over here. Shake them off a little bit. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Bring them over here and dump them into this bowl. Now I've got paper towels in the bottom of this bowl because I want that to dry those off a little bit before I put them back in there to crisp them up. Now the next thing I'll do is I'll empty this pot and get that chicken broth out of there. I'll probably save it to make some gravy or something out of it. But anyway, I gotta get that out of there so they'll crisp up better when I put them back in there in a minute. So we'll be back as soon as I get all this stuff done. Okay, they've been sitting and draining for a while now on these towels. They're pretty dry. And so I'm going to take and dump them right over in this other bowl here. Just like that. All right. Okay, now the next thing we'll do is I'm going to mist them with olive oil here. Not a whole lot, just, you know, with whatever kind of sprayer, if you got a little sprayer or spritzer bottle or something that you keep your oil in. Actually, all I'm doing it for is so the spices will stick to it. And so now, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to get out my Lowry's chicken seasoning here. And that's getting low, so that'll be all gone after this is over with. And I'm going to use some of this Mrs. Dash garlic and herbs here, salt-free. So let me get busy sprinkling this in there. Like I say, I think this is all going to get used up here. Yeah. Well, there might be a little dab left in there when I finish, not much. Mrs. Dash in there. I hate handling stuff like this with my hands anymore than I have to. If I was going to do this with my hands, I'd put some rubber gloves on. Because I'll tell you, I don't care, you know, you wash your hands over and over again, and still, it's really hard to get it out from under your fingernails and stuff like that. So anyway, that's just me. So, but I didn't get this all by eating germs no more than I had to. Okay, now those look pretty good, don't they? That looks nice right there. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do, bring them right back over here to this Ninja FOODi Deluxe. We'll dump them right back in that crisper basket there. And now it's getting interesting looking here. Now we're going to shut the lid. Now on the old Ninja FOODi, I cooked these for 18 to 20 minutes, I think it was. This one, I don't know if I want to take a chance on that long or not, but I might try it. I'm going to go try it. I'm going to put 18 minutes on it and see how it looks. I'm going to hit the power button, and we'll go over here to Air Crisp, and then we'll go leave it at 390. We'll go over here on our time, and wait till it flashes. There you go, turn it down 2 notches, and then we'll let it go for 18 minutes, and then we'll hit the start button. And it's off and running. Now of course I'm not going to let that sit there for 18 minutes without looking at it. So we'll be back to check it out in just a minute. Down close to 9 minutes, and I think we'll raise the top and we can take a look at it, and I'm going to stir them up a little bit anyway just to see what they're going to do. Okay, now when we raise the lid, those things are just looking better and better all the time. Oh yeah, look at those things. Goodness gracious. I don't know if I've ever seen a wing that looked any better than that. See if I can get see a little bit better. Look at those wings. Don't that look good? Alright, and I'm going to turn it back on and let her go for a little while longer. Now I checked this thing out. Now you can lay your hand just about anywhere you want to on this. Now this warm, but it's not hot. I mean even up here. And that's just as cool as it can be. So everywhere I've checked so far, the only place that will really hurt you is that chrome piece on that pressure cooker lid. So we'll be back. Those things been cooking for 15 minutes now. I just took a look at them and I think they're ready to come out. So let's take a look, raise the lid and I'll let you look at them. And this is after only 15 minutes in this Ninja FOODi Deluxe here. Those look good, don't they? Oh yeah, look at that, just nice and crispy. Yep. So I'm going to get these out and put them on the plate, and we'll be back in a second. Now let me try one of these things, see how they are here. It'd be funny if all those bad juices come flopping out, what? Look at that. Delicious little drumette right there. And it takes a lot less time in the new Ninja FOODi Deluxe than it did in the regular Ninja FOODi. Although I've never had a bad one out of the regular Ninja FOODi either, but that is really good. All the way down to the bone. So anyway, thanks again for watching our little video, and come back and see us real soon, watch some more of them. If you can, give us a thumb up and join our channel. So until next time, y'all have a real good and safe day, and I'm going to chow down on these chicken wings. So until next time, goodbye now.